All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another video, all boxing, everything. Make sure y'all subscribe. Okay, y'all, so I just wanted to come back and give you my quick thoughts on the Floyd Mayweather exhibition last night. Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Mikuru Asakura. First off, I got to say, shout out to Floyd. Floyd continues to pull in them checks. I mean, he continues to build his brand in the sport of boxing, even in an exhibition match. He continues to keep people talking. I mean, Twitter still blows up whenever Floyd Mayweather steps into the ring, whether he's, lacing up the gloves to build his legacy or just to put on these exhibition shows in Japan, and once again, he does it. That's why I got to say, I got a lot of respect for Floyd because, Floyd Mayweather, he continues to do what he knows. He continues to stay in his lane. I mean, Floyd, he does other investments, does some quiet investments and has his hands in other brands and things like that. Of course, behind the scenes, that's how he makes his money grow, right? Especially, with the way he moves now, like he's definitely got his hands in other things. But when it comes to him just showing his face and continuing to put on shows, it's always in the sport of boxing. And I respect that. He never steps out of his lane. It's always boxing. You don't see him trying to play baseball or, take a crack at golf. Maybe he does golf for just like relaxation or whatever, therapy. But when it comes down to showing his face and just really putting on attractions and main events, it's always boxing because that's what he knows. You don't see him trying to step into the cage and go to MMA. He's not doing anything crazy like that. He's actually inspiring MMA fighters to come over to boxing because they see them checks, but you never see him go into the MMA world, right? So a lot of respect for Floyd because this is what he knows. So if he wants to, play with it in different ways, from professional to exhibition, just to entertain the crowd in Japan, fine, because it's still pulling in money and he's still respecting the sport. It's not like these, some of these other guys where, they just come in and say, oh, I want a belt. And then they just start talking trash. Like I'm this, I'm that, with no brand at all on Twitter, just for followers, just for views. Everything Floyd does is for money. That's the difference between Floyd and this new generation of fighters. All they do, a lot of them do all of this, what they call today cap, for views and followers and retweets. That's it. You know what I mean? But Floyd, he's building a brand. Every time he steps into the ring or, he's putting himself out there on social media, it's for money. Right, it's for money and somewhat of a legacy. But this exhibition match he put on, this event he put on in Japan, like I said, it was just an event. It was just an entertaining event all around. Floyd Mayweather went in there and, took on a safety guy in Asakura. Asakura tried to make it interesting in the first round, trying to measure distance, keep Floyd back. But, Floyd still just second nature, to him, even at 45. He still got his legs at this stage. He can still move, pop off the body shots and control, and still has that quick reflex. That's just built into him now. He's just a natural defensive fighter. You know what I mean? He's one of the best of all times at defense and just slipping punches. So going into the second round, you can see Asakura trying to turn it up a little bit with some right jabs, trying to crack Floyd a little bit, but Floyd keeping that high guard. He started letting the hands go, started throwing that straight right hand down the pipe to the head and, those right hooks to the body. And as he was backing Asakura up, he came in and stepped in with a good right hand and kind of caught Asakura around the side of the head and dropped him, and that was the end of it. And, a lot of people were talking like, oh, is that a legit knockout or was it a dive? I really don't care, at this point. It looked like a good right hand that landed, but at the same time, it's an exhibition. It's just a show. You know what I mean? I think Asakura, he did what he could against one of the best fighters. And Asakura didn't really want to go in there and put everything on the line and put his chin on the line for sure in a fight that's not really going to build his legacy, right? He's getting paid for it, but at the same time, he knew it was just entertainment. So he said, you know what? He could have just said, you know what? I'm going down at this point, right? But that's what it is. Floyd Mayweather, my thoughts on the event, it was cool. It was fine with me. As long as it's these guys from Rising versus Floyd, I can kind of respect these type of events more than the YouTuber versus YouTuber. I know Floyd did the one with one of the Paul brothers, but, if he wants to do that, he can, because like I said, as long as he stays in the realm of boxing, anything pertaining to boxing, he can kind of control it and he can call the shots. So shout out to Floyd once again, just another way to get money and build his legacy. As long as he's not putting on the MMA gloves and stepping into the cage, I'm fine with it. On a side note, though, I give my thoughts real quick on this other, the other fight on the card. What was it? That little Japanese bantamweight fighter, I forget his name right now, versus Floyd Mayweather's bodyguard, Jizzy. Man, that's not a good look, though, Floyd. That's not a good look on his bodyguard. I don't know if he wants to keep that bodyguard around after he caught a big left hook from a bantamweight and got put out. I mean, I know there's levels to it. You know, a boxer with solid hands could beat any big man in the ring any day of the week. But now that's definitely going to put a reputation on Jizzy. I mean, when Jizzy's stepping out with Floyd, everybody's going to want to test him now. You know, the littlest guys out there are going to want to test him now. So I'm hoping that Jizzy is set for life now off of that fight, or he's retiring from being a bodyguard, because now people are going to test him. So on that note, that definitely wasn't a good look for Jizzy, getting knocked out by, you know, this big swole bodyguard and getting knocked out by a little bantamweight like that, man. So dang, man, Floyd, you wrong for putting him on there. But no, it was on him though. He wanted to jump on there and get the check. So hey, he went in there, put it on the line, got dropped by a little guy. So hey, it's money in his pocket, right? Floyd Mayweather, though, like I said, gotta respect him. You know, continuing to just stay in his lane in the world of boxing. Duty, safety first. You know, exhibition matches now, and like he said, from here on out, this is all he's doing. So yeah, I don't really care who the opponent is at this point. Maybe something like a Kell Brook fight. Maybe if Golovkin's retired, you know, him and Golovkin could do like an exhibition match, him and Kell Brook, something like that, you know, or him and Manny, because, you know, Manny's retired. You know, if they just want to make a quick mill, you know what I mean, or a quick billion, right, they could do that. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that, guys. Let me know what y'all thought of the event. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.